Oops. Oh, hello. Hel hello, whoever's there. I'm trying to get this on the thing. So hold on. There. Why is my face so big? Hi, Sonia. Hold on. I'm just trying to, like, shrink my freaking face down. All right. Oops, hold on. Okay, can you see me? Hi. I don't know why I'm so big. I know. Let me see so I can see the chat from here. Yeah, like my face is huge. I don't know what's going on with that. Okay. Just seeing if anyone. Oh, thank you. I'm seeing what's going on. I don't know. Like I said, I don't know why my face is like so big. Um, okay. Let's see. Let's get Molly. Molly. Oh. Oh, Molly didn't like that. I grabbed Molly hard. Okay. Thank you so much, Sonia. I tell you, it has been ridiculously hard. Um, I just like I sit and I think about freaking cookies and candy all the time. Um, it's been 40 pounds, and I have a date for my weight loss surgery. Which, even though I've lost a lot of weight and I'm not huge, um, my doctor thinks it's oh, hold on, my lipstick's a mess. My doctor thinks it's best to still do the surgery because I have really bad knees and a hernia. So we're gonna, try to fix everything while he's in there. Yeah. Who else is in here? I see someone else has come in here. If you guys can give me a thumbs up, that would be really fabulous. I don't know if Tiffany's in here. Tiffany. So yeah, I've got a game that we could play too, if we can get some more people in here. I know you probably can't see Molly. Molly is on my lap, and I don't know why. Like my camera, I put it like farther away, and it like my face is huge. Like, okay, what's that? Hold on. So we've got two people in here. Oh, duh. One of them's me. Okay. I'm in here on my. No, it wouldn't count because this is my own thing. Okay. So Molly is sitting here waiting for friends. She is like she's staring at me because I just got like a protein bar. Oh. Like, here goes Molly. Molly's like, yummy. Yeah. This protein bar is the best one that I've had since I've started my diet because pretty much they've all really taste bad. And I got this brand because they had a birthday cake one. I was like really craving cake. It was my favorite food in the whole world. It's white cake. And I was just really craving some one day. So I got the birthday cake protein bar. And it wasn't good, by the way. It just wasn't good. And this is actually good. And the blueberry cobbler one. Yeah. How much are you having any luck at all? One of the things that and they've asked me like I'm in a bariatric program at Maine Medical here, and one thing is good is because I've had like, oh good, 30 pounds is really good. Yeah, I think this program helps me out a lot just because I've had so many classes, I've had so many appointments. They are just an all-encompassing weight loss center. And, I always know that at least once or twice a week that I'm going to be weighed. So, that really helps. But, my friend Patty, she struggles. And I said, first thing is you got to be aware of how many calories you're actually bringing in because and writing them down because I think once you're aware of, you know, when you're presented with a couple things to eat, you might think something is not that bad, and then you go to look it up and you're like, oh my God, that's like 700 calories or some ridiculous amount. So that's been the most eye-opening thing to me, because there's some things that I thought were healthier options, and then I go look up the, the nutritional information, and it's shocking. I was like, dang. Hi, Edith. How are you? She's like, what? You're my like number one Instagram fan. I don't have that many followers on Instagram, so you're always there. I know. I forget about Instagram a lot, and I always forget how to post on there, so I don't actually use it. That's fine. You tag me. I tag Spangies a lot. You're not allowed anything like, yeah, yeah. I gave up bread and rice and everything white, and we need more makeup. Oh my God, I I just realized, like, before I did YouTube, and like I was in a bad marriage. I stopped caring about myself so much. I had like the same, like one little bag full of makeup, and I had it for like 2, 3 years, and long past the expiration date, which I didn't even know makeup had an expiration date. And I've gone to, I have this big tower in my bathroom for my makeup, and I've got like a big, the big makeup bag too, stuff. Well, plus I've got stuff underneath there, and a bedroom. I've got like all these boxes of stuff that I've gotten in my boxes. Hi, 48. Hi, welcome. Um, I've got my iPad in my lap so I can see, because looking up here, even with glasses, I'm blind as a freaking bat. But yeah, no, um, I keep saying I'm going to cancel. You know what? Yes, you know what? I am going to, Sonia, because I realized that I've been focusing so much time on YouTube and, like, catching up with my friends and socializing, that I haven't sewed in months. So yeah, I just started getting the Sew Sampler box again, and I was like, seriously, I've got to. I think the next thing I'm going to make, the only thing I'm having with the sewing, um, next thing I'm going to make is the bowl cozies. Those are really, really fabulous. They make really great gifts. And with Christmas coming, um, I just think they're a great thing. And I actually like gonna make some for my friends, because they're a very unique gift. So I'm gonna make some bowl cozies soon. Hi, hi Vicky. It's nice to see you. We were talking about sewing and makeup. Gonna put my uh, the protein bar down, but I like it, to go back to the makeup. I've got like 15, 20 eyeshadows. I've got over 30 lippies, which lippies are my weakness, because I actually like, my lips are like the one body part that I actually love. Like, so I buy a lot of lipstick, and then I've got like 8 to 10 blushes, and I just did that big giveaway, and I packed that sucker full, and I was like, yeah, I need to do another giveaway first. So I was telling my friends, I was like, okay, I am definitely canceling Ipsy, and I'm gonna stop getting makeup for a while, and I'm gonna be good. Oh, nice! I've seen people do that, and I think they're really great. Yeah, making the dresses for little girls, that's really good. I can't sew like non-quilting things. Like, I tried, like regular sewing. It's just not the same thing. It's not. I'm completely lost. Uh, yeah, I think that's really, really cool. I wish I knew how to sew regular, um, but I I the quilting, I'm able to do it, and I actually taught myself. I always wanted to learn, and I just went and got a book at the library one day, and just started from there. And hi, David USA, welcome. Um, I taught myself, and I just like I watch YouTube videos, and I have a whole bunch of books. I am a book whore. Um, yeah, it's crazy. Uh, but I've never taken a sewing or quilting class. So I tried to teach myself how to like just sew from patterns, and I was just so lost. I just couldn't wrap my head around it. I would definitely need someone to like be here and like go over it like 6 times, and maybe I'd get it. Oh, we make them for the Christmas shoe boxes. I think that's wonderful. I really do think that's wonderful. Yeah, I have boys, so uh, I never get like pretty frilly things. I know. I was like sometimes I was like when I want to make girly quilts, you know, I've got boys. My sister has boys. So I was like, gosh, like somebody needs a girl because I'm always making like boy quilts and yeah. But you know what I did? Um, I hoard fabric like big time, and I had I had yeah, I've seen your boys, Vicky. Yeah, good looking boys. Um, I got a bunch of fabric and I was like hoarding it myself, like I thought it was like too pretty to cut. And then I realized I had like a big stack of it, and I had made everybody I know a quilt except for myself. Never made myself a quilt. And ooh, pink and white rag quilt. Hi, Faye Help. Nice welcome here. Um, yeah, so I made myself a trip around the world with all these like girly frilly fabrics, and I loved it. I usually keep it on the back of my chair, but my son has like taken it for now. I'm like, my I live with my and if you don't know, I live with my autistic son. He's 24, and so he likes part of his autism. He likes to wrap up in blankets, and I don't turn on the heat here until I absolutely have to, because I'm going through menopause and I'm always really freaking hot. Uh, but he wants to wear just shorts, no shoes, no underwear, nothing. He wants to wear that around the house. So to keep warm, he likes to wrap himself up in like 200 blankets. And he gets food on him all the time. So I am forever washing blankets and quilts. But if that makes him happen. Hi, Anna. Thank you for coming. I love seeing new faces here. If you want to subscribe, that would be really great. If you want to give me a thumbs up, that would be better. But if you don't, I'm cool with that. Everyone's welcome, and I love meeting new people. Uh, I think lives are the best way to meet people. My friend Melissa, she put on her community post like to go to a live, and I met this lovely lady. I, uh, I give the love Anna, and she like subscribed to me back, and she started checking out my channel, and she just won my recent giveaway, and she was just so cute about it. Thank you, Anna. Yeah. So she was just so excited to win my giveaway. I was hoping that when I pulled a name that I was hoping it was just like someone that was like super nice. That's okay. Oh, thank you very much for stopping by, Sonia. I'm really gonna try to do lives more. I really, what's my country name? We are in the United States. I live in Maine, which is the northeast part of the United States. I live in the southern part of Maine, close to New Hampshire. Um, yeah, it's cold, and we are going through fall right now. It's very, very pretty, and I love fall. So I love seeing new faces here. Sonia, I hope I see you again soon. Like I said, uh, I'm really going to try to do this more. I really, like, I don't even have remotely close to the 4,000 hours. I do not know Bangladesh. I mean, I've heard of it, but I don't know a lot about it except for, you see people that, post pictures or whatever. And I would love to visit other countries. I've traveled a lot in the United States. I've moved a lot, but I've not seen. Oh, from Virginia. What part of Virginia? I was actually born in Virginia. I've lived there twice. I was born there. My parents left when I was 6 months old, and I went back. It was a state I lived at before I came back to Maine, like 19 years ago. Um, California. I lived in California too. South Florida. I've lived in Florida. I know it sounds. I've lived in Florida. I haven't lived in Alabama, where Vicky is. I've only driven through there. I lived in California. I've lived in Florida 3 times. Uh, Lived in Virginia twice. Uh, yeah, I've been traveling. I've traveled around quite a bit. So, uh, but I do miss like living like more south. Up until I started menopause, and I have hot flashes, which I'm actually digging the cooler weather right now because it's so much nicer. I'm like, oh my god, I'm not roasting all the time. It is so nice. I was telling my doctor, I was like, oh my gosh, I was thought it was gonna be so great to like start menopause like a year ago, and it's like they don't even tell you like how miserable hot flashes are. They are ridiculous. But the 40 pounds that I have lost, I am finally cooling off. It's so nice. So I'm thinking, if yeah, I actually I only owned like 5 long sleeve shirts. So lately I've been wearing like the same 5 shirts, but um, it's so hot here. Yeah, I've lived in Jacksonville, Mayport, and Key West, Florida. So yeah, you ready for the fireplace? Oh, I've never been in a place that had a fireplace. I would love to have that, except for when I'm hot. But yeah, that would be really nice. I know it's like starting to get colder here. I really don't want to put like on the heat, um, because it's just so dry and ugh. Yeah, I'd rather like bundle up in like warm clothes and quilts and stuff. And so I'm gonna try to avoid putting the heat on until like absolutely have to, because yeah, I really am just not a fan of the heat. I know I'm at the point right now that like my skin's starting to dry out right between my shoulder blades. It's really dry and itchy, and I've been like taking brushes or anything like trying to get it. I was like, okay. I was like, so this is like the one time where I'm. Thank you, Edith. Thank you very much. I'm 40 pounds down. I do have a surgery date for my gastric bypass on November 18th. So, and the only reason that I ever like talk about my weight loss on YouTube is not that I'm bragging or anything, is because I want to be held accountable. When I screw up, I just, you know what I mean? If I'm telling you guys I lost 40 pounds, and if I go and I put that all back on, I want you guys to call me out for it. You know what I mean? I need that because uh, I've never been successful at losing weight, and this is the first time. Yeah, I'm bragging because like, I didn't think I could do it honestly. I had no self confidence in myself because I don't like healthy food at all. But after splitting from my husband, the one thing I realized that I needed to work on myself. I really needed to work on me and be the best me that I could be. And also, I need to be here for my kids as long as possible, especially my older autistic son. Um, and, I wasn't going to do that at 250 pounds. Uh, and I tell you, whenever I'm sitting there and I'm like really obsessing over some cookies, I I think about my kids. I'm like, okay, yeah, okay, it really sucks that I can't have cookies whenever I want, but I haven't totally neglected myself. What I've done, if if I really, really obsess over cookies, like over a couple days and I just can't get it out of my head, I will go to like Panera and get like a good cookie. Not something you get from the grocery store. I'm talking like the $3 cookie that, and I will like actually rip it apart, and it's called mindful eating, and I will just savor that cookie and treat it like the treat that it is. So that's actually worked because, you know, I'm not just sitting there like plowing the food in. So, yeah, so usually about once a week, but it never comes into my house. I will go and, like, if I really crave chocolate, I'll go to the mall where they have these truffles that are, a few dollars for one piece. But, it's working for me. But after the surgery, I will not be able to even have that once a week treat. So that's going to kind of stink. But supposedly my taste buds are going to change, and I really, really hope that I don't sit around like crying because I want a freaking cookie so bad. Um, it's been awful, uh, and my craving for bread is crazy too. Oh yeah, Panera. Oh my gosh, Panera is it. But I'm trying to decide. I'm gonna have the food funeral. I want to have like one really good meal. I have to start my liquid diet on the 4th of November. So before then, I want to have. Yeah, I know they have healthier choices. I don't know them very well. I'm like, I'm like familiar with all the really good stuff like broccoli cheese soup and like the steak and cheddar panini. So yeah, I definitely need to learn the healthier choices. Um, Oreos. If I have an Oreo, I've got to go for a double stuff. Double. Oh my god. Yeah, yeah. I haven't had Oreos for a while. Those are good stuff. I know my son has been asking for cookies. He doesn't ask for cookies that much, and when I give him treats, I'm like, just don't bring it in the house because, honestly, I know I just can't be trusted with food. Like this weekend, I made a mistake. I bought some cranberry bread, and I thought that I can like control myself and just have one piece a day. I ate like 6 pieces in 2 days. You know that's ridiculous. Oh, pancreatic insufficiency. You know what? I don't even know what that is. You definitely have to inform me because you eat only deer, chicken, or turkey. Yeah, I've been eating a lot of chicken and turkey, which is high in protein. I haven't had deer, gosh, since I was a child. Um, it's been a really long time since I've had that. But then again, it's like harder to eat really beautiful animals. I know. Oh, your pancreas won't filter fat. So deer doesn't have that much fat in it, because I don't remember much about it. I mean, I remembered it was good, but yeah, I think that's something like when your gallbladder isn't it, uh, when you have your gallbladder taken out, you're gotta like avoid like fattier choices, which I didn't after I had my gallbladder out. I should have. Yeah, I haven't been making like great choices last few years, but like I said, I bought the food this weekend, and then I ate like 6 pieces, and I'm like, what the heck am I doing? I'm completely sabotaging myself. And I tell you what, those 6 pieces of, I mean, the bread was only like this, but oh, you actually have to add fat. Oh, well, I could do that easy. No, I don't know. Yeah, I know. I'm like thinking, I'm like, oh, I could add fat. I'm really good at that. Um, yeah, give me a big old juicy cheeseburger. Oh, but I was saying about my food funeral. I think I'm gonna have Olive Garden before I start my liquid diet. I want to have the Olive Garden chicken Alfredo. Yeah, I'm thinking that, and probably like some chocolate chip cookies, like fresh baked out of the oven. So yeah. Um, if you hear that, if you hear that, my washing machine is off balance lately. Actually, um, my ex, I actually had him the other day. He came over to get a dresser, and I was like, "Can you fix my washing machine? It is off balance." But at this point, I might need to call the maintenance people. That is loud as heck. I was like, my neighbors probably think maybe I finally got a man or something, with all that like banging, all that banging their butt. I'm like, yeah, I know. My, I live, I live in a very quiet neighbor, and I have like a few older gentlemen that are, my neighbors, and it's like going down. They're like, well, we noticed that you don't like bring men around or anything like that. I'm like, the neighbors are discussing my lack of sex life, or I was like, okay. I know. They're like, oh, you need to go get you some. I'm just like, it does sound like drums. I know. I don't, I just, I don't know what's up with it. It's driving me nuts. So, um, I guess it's not as bad glad you live in the country. I couldn't live in the country. I'd go nuts. Even living where I'm at now, I live uh, near Freeport, where the famous LL Bean is. It's like small town, but I'm right outside of Portland, and I lived in Portland before this. I love city life. I do. I love city life, and even this place is like really small town, but I'm in Portland like 3 to 4 times a week. I probably shouldn't have really left, but I was trying to find a place that was a little more affordable. Plus, I have a parking spot, which is really nice to me. But I regret even moving 7 miles out of Portland because I'm there all the time. I I just like all that action. I like being able to like go grab something to eat in a matter of minutes, or just getting quick access to everything. Which we have places here too, but not that much. Um, I know. There's I do have a funny story. So when I moved to Portland, we were looking at a place, and we had moved from Scarborough, which was like another. You live in Bama, 12 miles down the road is the Bama Stadium and the college. Well, that's not too bad. Yeah, so I was like going to meet a landlord when we were looking at a place in Portland, and like I said, we had lived in Scarborough, which was like just a suburb of Portland. And the guy's like looking at me, he goes, well, he goes, I don't know if you're really suited for Portland. This is a big city, and you're moving from small town. You might not like it. And I looked at him. I'm like, really? You think like I can't handle like the city? I was like, I've lived in Philadelphia and Los Angeles. I'm like, I'm pretty sure I can handle Portland. Just saying. I'm like, because Portland's not really that big of a city. I mean, he's like, oh. I'm like, yeah. Oh, on game day, I bet it gets wild. I bet it gets. When I lived in Portland, I actually was like down the street from the Sea Dog Stadium, which was sometimes it like made for like really. Portland always had bad parking anyway, so that's the only thing I don't miss about Portland is. Yeah, you're always like fighting to find a parking spot, and then they always have these freaking parking bans. I don't know how many tickets I got for parking on the wrong side. I was like, oh my god. Yeah, I actually have a parking spot here. That is super nice, but yeah, I think if I move again, I'll probably move back towards Portland a little bit more. Uh, I know. I'm like, I was just meant to be in a city. So does anyone? How many people do we have in here? We have 4 people. Does anyone want to play a game? Or I could just talk your ear off. I do have a game. And if you have any game ideas for me, please let me know because I want to do more lives and I want them to be really fun. Oh, okay. I forgot what the heck the name of this game is. Like, but Melissa actually like found it for me off the internet. Um, all right, let's play a game. Molly wants to play. Okay, Molly's gonna join in. Okay, the first thing is if you were given 3 things to make you happy, what would these be? Well, I know me, a dog, which I got a dog. You always gotta have a dog, you know. Good health. I'm getting better health, and I should be in like really good health this time next year. So, and the only thing I don't have is money, and I'm not talking like to be rich. I'm talking that like you don't ever have to worry about like having your lights shut off. Anybody else? Come on, Vicky. Coffee, tea, and family. It's like I I'm a freak. I don't like coffee. I know. I like some people like they're like really how do you? Which is good because I'd have to give it up next month at least for a while. So but I have plenty of other really bad habits. I don't drink alcohol though. I don't do drugs. It's just that like I really you drink coffee all day long. I tried to like it because I don't sleep well as it is, and I mean I walk around like a freaking zombie some days, just like yesterday, and it's like that. I was like, oh my gosh, wish I liked coffee, but I will like if I get really desperate, I'll go drink like a Dr Pepper because I have a low caffeine tolerance, and I'll be buzzing all over the place. But after my surgery, I won't be able to have any caffeinated soda. I mean, any soda, period, because of the bubbles. So I'm kind of bummed because uh, the only caffeine that I have to run to won't be able to have. So yeah, every once in a while, and I don't drink it in the house, but every once in a while, I just really want me a Dr Pepper. Um, I'm gonna really freaking miss that. I know. I was like, you can't drink anything with carbonation. Oh, because of your pancreas? Yeah. I won't be able to after next month. I heard some people if they get desperate uh, oh, your esophagus. Oh, chilling, making videos for YouTube and jokes. I love jokes. I freaking love jokes. So anytime you want to tell one, um, as long as you keep it kind of clean because we're on in the daytime. We, wait a minute for it. And I might be wrong here for you. Were you the one that was autistic in like I said? Correct me if I'm wrong because I remember you being in another live, and for some reason I'm thinking because it's like you had a Nissen wrap and a Poem surgery. What it? Oh, Nissen wrap. I don't know what that is. And Poem surgery. Yeah, girl, let me know. I'm always like when I don't know about something, I'm one of those I always like go Google it on the internet or whatever. So yes, okay for you. You know, I, sometimes it takes me a while to remember stuff. I'm like gonna totally blame that on my age, but I'm remembering it now. Because my son is autistic. So, um, yes, and I wish, like, my son is considered nonverbal, but compared to when he was a child, he says a lot of words, but you can't have like a conversation with him. Um, and I wish I could. I wish I can, like, he wasn't feeling great last week. I wish he could tell me I've got a headache, I've got a stomach ache, something like that. They've tried, yeah, obviously, um, yeah. I just that's the only thing. Like, if I could like cure my son's autism. Hey, Tiffany, I've been waiting for you, girl. Yeah, if I could cure my son's autism, I don't even know if I would. He's just such a sweet, gentle nature. Yes, I wish he could have like a normal life and get married and have kids. But I don't want to change who he is because he's such this beautiful, gentle person. Um, I the only thing I would like wish for him that if he can like communicate better, that would be amazing. That would be amazing. Um, yeah. Okay. Nissen Rep keeps food down, helps end the poem. They cut the muscles that was making my esophagus spasm. Oh, that sounds really painful. I have Hi Teresa, nice to see you. Welcome. Um, we're just shooting the shit here, uh, and we're getting informed about different things. Yeah, I've got a hiatal hernia, and they were talking um, about when having this the bypass surgery, which, like I said, I'm not that overweight anymore, but and they were not going to do the surgery because I've only got 50, 60 pounds to lose more. Um, but because I have a hiatal hernia, because I have really bad reflux to the point where I'm on two meds and it still doesn't control it. Um, he was talking about a different surgery, and I don't even remember the name of it, but it was basically going down there doing a lot of the things. And he was saying, well, if I do that surgery, he goes, it'll fix the reflux. He goes, but he goes, I don't know if you'd be able to go back and do if you don't lose the weight, go back and do the bypass surgery. So he was like, since we're going down there anyway to fix stuff, we might as well do the bypass surgery. So yeah, I know. I'm like hoping I'm making the. Oh, it helped. I bet it helped with reflux. I bet. Yeah, I wish I remembered the name of the surgery that the doctor was talking about, like as another option, because we did. I'm so glad that this surgeon actually like took time to go over different options, and try to decide what was best. Um, but he was just saying my reflux is only going to get worse, which it has. And, since I'm on two really strong medicines, you know, I can definitely, he said I could just develop all kinds of complications. So, yes, I've definitely been researching. I'm like really big on learning stuff. Like if, it's like when I found out my son was autistic, the first thing I did was go to the library and get like a bunch of books. Um, as far as this bypass, I have, talked to people, I've watched videos, I read stuff constantly. Um, I just want to be extremely informed. I want to do the right thing. It's a very scary thing. I do take this very seriously, and I know that I've lost, you know, a good amount of weight on my own. And so, like I said, you know, I don't want to make a mistake, but right now I feel like this is probably the right thing. Okay, so we're gonna do another question, and this is this. Are you still there with me, Tiffany and Teresa? You got 6 here. Yoo-hoo. All right, if you were given, oh wait a minute, wrong one. How would you rank the following of importance? Family, career, love life. Family, number one. Career, I don't really have a career. I like um, love life. I don't have a love life. Like, I love my dog. I love my kids. It's like that. There you go. Everybody else, how would you rank that? I would anyone like put their career first? I mean, maybe if I had a good career, like a rock and roll singer or something really cool like that. Like family number one. Yeah, I I can't imagine. Yeah, well, I knew with Tiffany, I knew that you're Tiffany's got this great extended family, and I love hearing stories about your family and your grandfather. And saw the video the other day with your brother, and it's like that's that's so important. I have, I don't have like a huge family. I've got a sister nearby, and she's got 3 boys, and I've got 2 boys, and my parents are passed. I do have a stepfather that is still alive, so that's about it. Yeah, family has to be first because when you die, nobody, I mean, some people might care about the money you made, but yeah, I, I would definitely think, and and I think something that should be on the list is your health. Your health should be a top priority in your life, and God says, God, family, there you go. I actually, I've never shot a gun. I can't be trusted with a gun. Too many people have pissed me off. I'm like, yeah, nobody give me a gun. I'm just like too mad at too many men. Animals should be added. You can try. Hell yeah, yeah. Molly is my best friend in life right now. I freaking love this dog. I lost a dog last year, and it was devastating. And I was thinking, oh, I can't go get another animal, but I just found that like going, we love Molly is just a freaking sweet, precious baby, and I had a hard time like sleeping with my dog, and I love having something to snuggle with all the time. So I knew after I moved, me and Alex moved and we got settled. I knew that I wanted a dog, and I just started talking to the Humane Society, well, Animal Refuge League here, and I got like pre-approved, and I said I want to get pre-approved so that when I find the right animal for me and Alex, that I can just get that animal. And I explained the situation with Alex. Alex loves animals, but he's actually afraid of some. And, I just, it was important to have, an animal that Alex was totally comfortable with. Because there are some even small dogs that he's afraid of. And I went visiting him a lot too because I wanted to be around dogs. So I'm just like, can I just go visit the dogs and give them some love? And there was a puppy room off to the side, which I didn't think I wanted a puppy, but they're fun to look at. So I went there anyway. They had a few new puppies, and I went in, and Molly was there, and she's 9, so but she didn't have a little tag on her thing. So Molly's in the cage, and everyone's looking at the puppies, and Molly's like trying to get my attention. She's like, "Yo, bitch, get over here." She's like, and then she's like hitting the where the lever pulls the thing up. She's like, "Can you just get me out of here? I've got things to do, people to see," and I was like. I was like looking for the tag. I was like, "There's nothing there." And I go and I was like, "Could you tell me about this dog?" I was like, they're like, "Oh, that's Molly. She's not ready for adoption yet. That's why she doesn't have a tag." And I said, "Well," I said, I really like that dog." And I just said, "How do I, small dogs and puppies go first at the Animal Refuge League because they don't get that many." They told me that they post the night before at 6 o'clock when they close. The dog's available the next day. But they told me a really cool trick that if you get there before they open, they have a clipboard outside, and you put the dog or cat's name that you are interested, and the first person to put their name in there and stays in the parking lot, not leave, gets first choice. Of course, if they qualify. Well, I already knew that I was, pre-qualified from doing my interview before and everything. And we went there the next day, and Tom offered to pay the adoption fee of Molly, as long as Alex, loved the dog, because it was like just Alex's birthday and, my birthday, and, he knew how much Alex loved her dog. And Alex had seen Molly the night before on the internet, and he was like, he calls her Maui, which, and he was like instantly in love with Maui, and he was like, "Oh, love a puppy, love a puppy, love a Molly." I was like, Oh my God, I gotta get Molly. I've already got Alex involved. Don't tell him about the dog unless you're serious. So we went there, and thank God there was no one in the parking lot. I ran up and I put my name on the clipboard first. Thank God I did it then. 5 minutes later, someone else showed up, and they put their name there for Molly too, but they were second, so they probably stuck around in hopes that I didn't get approved. And then by the time they opened, there was already like 5 people on the list to get Molly, but I was first. So um, we went in the little room, and they brought Molly in, and they immediately put her in my arms, and it was love. It was love. Um, just like melted in my arms, and um, Alex loved her, so there was like no way I was leaving without Molly. It was like, this is my dog. And yeah, I knew she was like instantly like comfortable here. She fell asleep in my arms on the way home. She got home, she was like being held and snuggled, and she was snoring, and she was always my dog. So the only thing I was leery of was the fact that she was 9, and we had just lost a dog, and so I knew she probably didn't have a lot of years left, but I wanted the rest of her years to be filled with love and snuggles. Okay, so let's do the next question. Would you prefer having a baby without a partner or a partner without a baby? Baby without a partner. I've already done that. Where's my. Hold on, Tiffany. Hold on. Oh, Molly. Right there. There's Molly. Hey. Molly's like. So Molly's snoozing. I got it. I got a protein bar. I got a protein bar, and she's like hoping that I break that out soon. So yeah. So would we prefer having a partner without a baby or a baby without a partner? I've already done that. My After I left a bad marriage with my son Alex, I got pregnant by the first guy I dated, and I didn't want to marry him. Um, and I had an apartment, I had a car, I had a job, so I was like, why can't I have a baby? I got my life together. I mean, the only thing I was worried about. My mom was alive at the time, and I didn't want my mom to be disappointed with me that I was choosing to have a baby and not get married again. And I was nervous about telling my mom, which when my mom was still here, I like worshipped my mother. Um, so yeah, I didn't want my mom to like be upset with me, and actually, when she found out that I wasn't going to marry the guy, she was so relieved. So I was like worried for nothing. And a baby without a partner. I'd rather have family there, but can't have kids with my heart. Oh, I'm so sorry. I didn't know that, Tiffany. But you know what? Uh, you Someday when you meet the right person, you can adopt, and I just know that you're going to be an amazing mother. You love your dogs and your cats and your horses. You love them so much. And like I said, um if you marry someone with kids or you adopt, I think you'd be amazing. I Tiffany, I think you're like one of the best people in the world I know. I love you so much. Sorry, I'm gonna cry. Yeah. So how's the kitten? That kitten's so cute. I like love the picture when you said the kitten was like in your dad's boots. Yeah, people do adopt being single. Absolutely. I um I wish I could adopt, but I just like don't like feel like I have like enough space or money at the at you know right now to bring in another child. But honestly, yeah, if I like ever remarried someday or something, I would absolutely like marry a guy with kids. I don't, especially if they had a girl. Like I never had a girl. I'd like love that. He's spoiled. Yeah, yeah. That kitten's growing up like wicked cute. Yeah, mothers do want what's best for you. I know. Like my Connor. my 19-year-old that's like going through something right now where he's like not talking to me much. You know, he doesn't realize I think about him and his brother every second of the day. I might not like voice it, but it's like always, always in my head. Oh, you know what, Tiffany? Hold on. Tiffany, you're a moderator. Like Melissa isn't here. Like Tiffany's like, I just love you so much. Okay. Um, what was your experience about being mansplained, and what did you do about it? That's kind of a dumb one. No, we're gonna skip that one. It's like kind of dumb. What was your favorite cartoon character when you were a kid? Oh, Scooby Doo, Scooby Doo and Casper. Scooby, always is anything with a dog, of course. Duh. I've always like been enamored with dogs ever since Scooby Doo. So yeah, definitely Scooby Doo. What about you guys? Froghorn Leghorn. Oh my God, yeah, I remember him. Like, he was the big chicken, right? Like I see there. I'm like not really good at, yeah, Scoops, Scooby Doo. You know what? You know who I didn't like as Scooby Doo? I didn't like Scrappy Doo. He was just annoying as all hell. I was like, freaking, I hated Scrappy Doo. I was like, oh, bad cartoon character. I don't, like I said, usually love any dog, but that one was like just obnoxious. It's like when they added Oliver to the Brady Bunch. Like, no, don't take perfection and mess with it. You've got something at work, don't add a stupid character. You can't spell today. Yeah, you didn't like him. That's okay, Tiffany. I know who you meant, honey. Like, um, yeah. I actually liked. You know how they did. I say, oh boy. Yeah. Okay, I remember. I know. I was trying to think. It's been so long since I've actually seen that cartoon, a really long time. At least with like Scooby, they've made some like adult animated movies, and um, I don't know if any of you watch Supernatural, the TV show, which I haven't seen this season because I turned off my cable. But they actually did an episode where they went into like the Scooby Doo universe. That was such a good episode. I was like, oh my God, I love that. That was like a really, really good episode. I know, I was like, definitely wanted to see that one. Okay. Do you think God is real, and why? Um, I do. And I just feel like you've got to have something to believe in. And if someone doesn't, I don't bash them because, I want everyone to have their beliefs, and, they may or may not change their mind, but um, I yeah, I mean, it's hard to go through life if you don't think there's like this great big force out there, like trying to look out for you, and or and also in situations when it's like really really bad, I find comfort in the fact of praying. There's been some times in my life where I'm just completely, I got nothing left, and the only thing I can do is pray. Yeah. Oh, he definitely watches out for us. And I know sometimes some people think, well, if there's a God, why is there this and this? Because there's a lot of evil in the world, and you know, it's hard. My I had a nephew that got cancer. You're thinking, how is that fair? It's not fair. Life is not fair. Um, but during that situation, the only thing you can do is pray. It's like the only thing you can do. Um, but like I said, if someone has another belief, I respect it. If you want to do this or do that, I'm like, yeah, as long as you're not like trying to get me to, be that way. Does that make sense? So, yeah. Okay. Do you believe in giving people second chances, and why? Yes, I absolutely believe it. I actually was me and Tiffany. We were part of a group, and that we are no longer of, and I stopped talking to them for a while, there was some stuff said on YouTube, and it was hurtful. But recently, I've become friends with them again because I yeah I oh, Teresa, I totally relate. Oh my God, yeah, I like I said, my last situation. I mean, there was just days like I couldn't do it. I just I had no fight to keep going left. Yeah, no, Tiffany, like and I totally I there are some people that don't deserve other chance. Some people. But some people, if they just say something wrong or something or whatever, yes, yes, some people do deserve um, a second chance, because good people do bad things sometimes or make bad decisions. Because I know I have definitely screwed up a lot in my life where I said things and I'm like, oh God, I handled that really poorly. I was like, God, I wish I could take that back. And you can't take things back, but you can learn from that and be better. So yeah, and I know in my marriage to Tom, I gave him a lot of chances. A lot, and it. I feel like I, I, I feel like I gave it the good college try. I didn't like walk out thinking I could have done anything more. I do feel like I did everything that I could. Am I perfect? No, but yeah, I feel like I completely gave it the best chance possible. So yeah, um, how would you describe your first crush? Oh my gosh, um, my first crush was like elementary school, and his name was Kevin, like blonde hair, and I remember I loved him through all of elementary school. We were sometimes boyfriend girlfriend, as far as you can be in elementary school, and he actually went to go kiss me one time in the fifth grade. We were sitting on a tree branch, and I fell back and hit my head on a rock. So that was that was our that was our big romance. But he did for one Valentine's Day give me the little hearts that had the sayings. I don't remember those candies, but the ones that had the little sayings like "you're cute" and stuff like that. Yeah, I thought that was like the most amazing thing. He's still my friend. That is amazing, Vicky. That's amazing. I I've moved so much in my life. Like I don't I don't have many friends that I worked. Uh, Actually, one person I found because of Facebook. Aaron was your first crush. He's still my friend, and he was my first date to my homecoming dance. Oh, that's so sweet. Yeah, I think if you stay in the same town, it's easier to, uh, you know, see people that you grew up with and see what happened to them, or stay with friends. That is I've loved living all over the country and meeting all these people, but sometimes I'm jealous of people that you know are still friends with people from you know they went to school with. I am through Facebook, but it's not the same thing. You moved so much. My dad was in the Navy and my mom was a truck driver. Mine too, Vicky. My dad, my stepdad, both were in the Navy, and I had three husbands in the military. So that's why I've lived in so many freaking places. Because I mean, I was born in Virginia. I've lived everywhere, like all up and down the East Coast and in California. So I'm like, but and some people wouldn't have liked that upbringing, but I like it because I just feel like I can relate to so many people. If that makes sense, it's nice to say I've lived there, I've lived there, I've lived there. Yes, and they talk about favorite places, and I can relate. So yeah, this is my Propel. Um, Waiting to get a big handout or deal from Propel. like throw me a sponsorship, Propel, because I drink a lot of fun. Cuba was fun. Oh, I have never been out of the states, and except for to Mexico when I was in California, Tijuana, which I mean, yes, I was officially out of the country. Oh my God, Tiffany, I drink so much. I drink 2.5 cases a week. Yeah. So honestly, it's my only like really good habit. I know when I like started the whole weight loss thing and diet, they're asking me like what I eat and drink, and I'm like, pretty much I only have like one really good healthy habit, and that is I drink a whole lot of Propel and water. Um, I'm like that, but I have a dry mouth from my meds, so I do know after surgery I'm a little worried. Uh, that you can get dehydrated really well. So I'm hoping that I have no issues after surgery. I'm like really, I am nervous about that. Okay. Um, do you ever keep a journal? I actually did when I was younger. I had several. Unfortunately, they were in a storage thing that was like sold without me knowing, and I lost all that. Which, it really would be cool to go back and see that now. What things I wrote when I was like really young, and, because trying to imagine it, especially like the older you get, like the farther you have to like stretch your brain. You're like, did that really happen? Or am I thinking that in my head? Does anyone else keep a journal? Yeah, I know. My kids would probably think I'm crazy if they read my journal. Hi, Texas Writer. Welcome. We're just playing a game. I forgot the name of it. Like, I don't know. We're at. It's like questions I got off of the internet. It's kind of fun. So, if anyone at any time, Tiffany, you didn't hear when I asked it earlier. I want to find like more games to play on here, and if anyone knows of any, definitely let me know because I'm really like um, I'm not really like good knowing like games. But yeah, I definitely want to do more lives and play games. I love games. Okay. Do you think people fall in love because the right person has arrived or because the time is right, regardless of whom that person is? Um, Both. That's definitely both. Um, okay, Tiffany, thank you. Um, I think sometimes the right person might happen at the wrong time, and maybe your heart's not open to that. So yeah, both. Anybody else got an option? The first, people fall in love because the right person has arrived, or because the time is right. Yeah, it's definitely got to be like both. It's like I said, if in the last year, like I said, I've been trying to just work on myself, like make myself like the best person that I could be, because definitely as a wife and mom, I've lost myself. I really have. You know, you, your mom, like who the hell is Trish? I don't know. It's like trying to think. It's like I really like you forget who you are, and you just go into this like function mode of taking care of the family and making sure homework's done and making sure dinner's on the table and all that, and it's like you forget that you were a person before. Hi, Nicole. Welcome. We're just playing a game and like chit chatting here. It's nice to see you. All right. How do you feel about the Me Too movement? Hmm. I it's been mostly good. Um, it has been mostly good because, and I think about recently I put a PSA in one of my videos about domestic abuse, and you don't realize until you talk to a lot of people like how big that problem is. And it's the same thing with the Me Too movement. I don't think women that have been sexually harassed or abused realize like how common it is until like a bunch of people are talking about it. Unfortunately, as do some things, sometimes it goes overboard, and you are having people like whining about something that happened 20 years ago. It's like, okay, you know, that's, if you were raped, that's different. But if someone grabbed your ass 20 years ago, it's like, okay, hi, I'm Linton Lawn Care. Hello, thank you for stopping by to show some love. I really appreciate that. I'm glad to like see new people. I'm really glad to see new people. Did I see Nicole? I love it. I love seeing these new people. I think it's really cool. So anyone else have an opinion about the Me Too movement? Hi, James, 615. Hello. Really nice to see you. I love, like, I'm gonna do some more lives. I haven't a lot. I just got over 1K, so I can do lives. But with this surgery, I've been, oh my God, I have been to like nonstop freaking doctor's appointments 3 and 4 times a week. And then the days I had off, I would either like try to see my sister or get groceries and clean the house while my son wasn't here. Because he goes to his program from like 9 to 1. So I always have to like cram everything into that short time period. So yeah, I actually, I'm super excited. I have a box down in the mailbox. I actually, after this live, I've got to go get it. I have my very first PR box. I'm so excited. I'm going to do a video. Has anyone here seen my Etsy swap with my friends? Which, the Etsy swap is so fun. Anyone that wants to join in the Etsy swap, you can. We do, I started it with Charisse, from Charisse's Pieces. And we actually, like, we have this wheel that I downloaded off of the internet. And you put the names on it. And me and Charisse, like, spin it at the same time. And, yeah, it's super fun, Therese. So fun. We spin it, and then whoever, like, we decide who's going to be the gets and who is going to be the buy for. And whoever, and we match up the names, but whoever you buy for is not the person who buys for you. So it's actually, like, really fun that way. And like I said, me and Charisse did, like, 1 month, just us, and then we added I'm Spangies, and then after that, we were just like, let's invite other people, and then it was like last month it was like 12 people. This month it is, I think it's 9, and I'm always telling people, I was like, if you want to do it, all you gotta do is let us know. We pick names, like, by the end of the month, after we put up our videos, I let everyone know. I'm like, okay, if you want to, oh, hi, Snobby Scrap Picker. Thank you. Thank you for stopping by. I'm glad that you stopped by. Yeah, so everyone is just now getting their Etsy stuff. Actually, Patty Unboxing Grandma, she just got her, she is the one receiving from me. She just got her items last night. She's probably going to have their first video out. So after you get your items, you do your video, but you put it on private. And then after everyone gets their items and does their video, we all, agree on a time in a group chat on Instagram when to release the video. We just make sure that everyone's available. And hi, Tiffany. So we just make sure everyone's available. And then after everyone puts out the video, I just put out a thing like, okay, who's in for next month? Because if you do 1 month, it doesn't mean that you have to do every month. It means that you're just, some people want to do it every month. Some people like, I got stuff going on this month. I'm going to skip it. I'm like, oh, okay. If you want to join back in, let me know. And hi, Enlightened Cafe. Nice to see you. Your phone service is bad? I actually, Tiffany, I'm like, one thing I'm really grateful. I have really good cell service here. So I am glad of that. Pay $80 a month, and but at least I've got like good service, which is good. Like me and Alex, we we do everything on the internet. You know, YouTube. Our TV is like Wi-Fi. Like I have Netflix, and I just got Sling so I could watch Walking Dead. Um, so I don't have like regular cable anymore. It was like too much money. Yeah. So if we lose our internet, like we're like, what the heck do we do? Okay. What do you look for in a relationship? Tiffany, you want to answer this one first? What do you look for in a relationship? I definitely think the person needs to be funny, but not like joking so much that they're not serious about life. But yeah, I've got like a bent sense of humor. And I'm like really sarcastic. I'm like super sarcastic. So if someone is offended by that, like, like you need to like go away. So yeah, I need to laugh because I suffer from depression, and it's so easy to like be drawn into dragged into your depression. So family oriented and funny and nice. Yeah, nice is nice is amazing. I don't want them to be like pushover nice. They've got yeah, respect I think is important. Oh, did my screen go black? Hold on. Hold on. Oh shoot. And yes, humor.